what I'm trying to figure out is how do we see the day that Pete Buttigieg is seen as tone deaf in the Democratic Party?
Well, that's because the Democratic Party is ridiculous and it hasn't faced the facts. You know, Sonny Hostin, that brilliant intellectual, said that up until 1965, white people ran everything. Well, for the last 60 years, we've had an experiment. It was an honorable experiment in trying to bring people who were Black and then women and then gay up to the standard of white men. And guess what? It's been a fabulous success. It's been the greatest advance in human rights in human history. The Democratic Party, however, refuses to recognize it. And the Republican Party overplays it, which is why I just want to go back briefly to what Governor Sununu said, because I know Black Marines. Mike Washington Sr., firefighter and top sergeant, firefighter in Seattle now, his son, Mike Washington Jr., killed in action in Afghanistan. And every military person I know thinks that DEI was a bad idea, but it was a peripheral idea. So let's stick to the subject here.
Okay, I can buy that it maybe was not the defining idea. In terms of where the Democratic group comes back, I thought this was a fascinating article. What would the working class say? The WWWCS test is not so hard to do, but it does entail getting outside the liberal college-educated bubble so many Democrats live within, particularly as experienced on social media and activist circles and within advocacy, nonprofit, media, and academic institutions. In order to, I think, ask what would the working class say, you have to have respect for the working class. And this was the Democratic Party's base. I don't think the respect there, a la Sonny Hostin and others, exists.
Well, I think that the people like Sonny Hostin and the Black academics and the people who sadly populate the Democratic Party don't get out much. I used to travel the country for Time magazine and interview people. This was 10, 12 years ago. It was absolutely clear what was coming. The diversity is now baked in. You can't have a television show without a Black or an Asian or a Latino reporter. When was the last time you saw one? No, equity is not an American principle. It means that everybody should finish up equal. Equality is a basic American principle. The Democratic Party doesn't realize that it was totally at variance with the values of the American people, and that's why it's been losing, and that's why it will lose worse in the future unless it begins to figure this out.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.